Oh, my foot. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty. Don't drink that. Ooh. What's up, YouTube? Marcus here. Welcome back to another Lightroom edit. Last week we were in Kokum, Germany. This week we're headed to Berlin, Germany by airplane, train, bus, car. It don't matter. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, what's up, guys? So I'm here in Lightroom right now. I got 15 photos of my 2-day trip to Berlin. So let's go ahead and just take a look at these. So the first one here is the Berlin Tower. You know how every major city likes to have a tower so you can get those nice views, those nice photos of the city. This is it. This is the spot to go. Next one, you know, a little street view of the tower. You know, checking it out, you know, roaming. Here's a photo of one of the images on the Berlin Wall. Another one, as you can see, you got Moscow has a fence, China has a fence, everywhere has a fence, and Berlin has a wall to keep people in. So, you know, not trying to keep people out. So there's a lot of history that goes on into this city. I would just, you know, research the Berlin Wall. We'll go into it a little bit more after we edit this photo. Here's a photo of a building on, I don't know what river or waterway this is, but you know. Here's another photo of the Berlin Wall. This photo is on something else. I thought it was so interesting and so weird, like, it's kind of, it's kind of disturbing. So if you're looking, you got like a man bull, like, you know, yeah, doing it with a bear. This man's thing is going up the entire building to the top, and it's a snake. Something about Viagra. Yeah, it's just very strange. I mean, I just walk around and take a look. You'll see a lot of artwork in the streets. So here's one of the, this was the American like checkpoint, the US Army checkpoint, as you can see right there. And here is a slide. I went during the winter and it was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Another photo of the Berlin Tower. Here is a memorial. This is like the memorial to all the lives that were taken during the Holocaust. I think it's actually meant for all the Jews that died during the Holocaust, so we'll look into that after this. So, and here is the main gate. This is called the Brandenburg Gates. So this is the photo that I want to edit. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and crop the photo like we always do. So let's go ahead and do this. We're in it. I already know it's crooked, so I'm gonna auto adjust this. As you can see, it's pretty spot on. Just make that in the middle, right there. I'm going to just turn it a little bit. I think that looks good. Enter. And so I went during the winter time, so you know it's cold. It's freezing in Germany. As you can see, people have coats. It was actually raining when I went. They got umbrellas. So we're gonna make this chilly, you know. So let's get it. First things first, default. Already you can see that I have it faded a little bit, so I'm gonna drop that down. Let's see if I can get the correct white balance in here. Maybe this. There we go. That looks good. That's more cool, more chilly. It's a little dark, so I'm gonna maybe bump up the exposure. The highlights right there, shadows, I'm gonna bring that up. Whites, blacks, kinda like how it's looking. Wow, that's a big difference already. Texture, let's see, we're gonna bring that up, clarity up, vibrance. I'm gonna bring the vibrance and saturation down just because it's cold, it's gloomy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of tweak these settings. So let's fast forward a little bit. All right, so I'm pretty much done with this photo now. Let's go ahead and look at the before and after. So like always, hit that L twice, that backslash, there it is. That's the before. As you can see, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. When I think of something like rainy, cold, I'm like blue. I need it to be dark, you know. So here's the after, boom. So as you can see, it's definitely cooler, blues, darks. I kind of desaturated a few colors like these reds. I didn't want them to pop out too much. So, you know, I like how it looks. Made it even. You know, it reminds me of a gloomy day out there in Germany. Rainy, cold, but I did enjoy it. So, yeah, I really like how that looks. So let's go ahead and get out of that. And now let's talk about Berlin, Germany. Okay, so Berlin is like New York City or any of the major cities in the States. There's so much to do. My 2 days there was definitely not enough time. I'm here on Google right now looking at the top things to do in Berlin. Got number one is the Brandenburg Gate, which is what we just edited. Definitely, that is a must. You have to go see that. You got the Berlin Wall Memorial. You have to see that too. There was a time when Berlin was literally split. You had the east and west side. It was split between a wall, and they didn't break it down until I think 1989. Don't quote me on that, but look it up. So they were literally, I can't remember which side it is. I think it may have been the east side that was isolated, but I don't know. Regardless, they were trapped and they would not let them out. So the fact that they finally were able to break that down and free themselves from their clutches is great. And I think it's great that, you know, you can go check that out and read up on the history and actually see it in person. That makes a huge difference for me. I've never really been a history buff. I've never really liked it, but over time as I traveled and I got to see these things in person, it's actually affected me, and I enjoy learning about history now. So you also got this building, not really sure what that is. It's a historic glass dome home for Parliament. You got museums, you got the East Side Gallery. They have a whole bunch of art, like it's endless. So just take pictures and read it. Read what the art's saying and, you know, what they're trying to portray. You got the Alexanderplatz tower. Here's another tower. Another museum. You got a cathedral. There's Checkpoint Charlie. I don't know how many checkpoints there were. I think maybe 4. It was like the Americans, the Germans, maybe the French and the Russian. I don't know. But definitely go check out the checkpoints. And then here you have the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. So yeah, this is pretty sad, but I definitely feel like everybody should go check this out. Such a horrible thing that happened back then. As you can see, there's just so many more things to do. You got the zoo, a spree. I mean, just look at this, it's endless. Like, I recommend taking at least a week A week might be perfect to go see everything. Besides what they have on here, I went to an orchestra and, you know, listened to some classical music. I went to a spy museum, which was interesting, learning about how people, you know, make umbrellas into guns and like have the smallest cameras in the world to spy on people. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely going back to Berlin, and this time it won't be for 2 days, it will be for at least a week. Yeah, such an amazing city. I highly recommend you check it out. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys until next time. Peace.